Welcome to Reckless Paradise, everyone. I am your host, Marissa, and I'm here with my co-host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Just over here at my cherry Pepsi over here.
Hey, I got sour cherry little gummies. So,
Hey, there you go. Anyways, welcome to tonight's show. Happy Sunday. Oh my god. Another weekend is come and gone, and actually, this is our last episode of November.
yeah, and then we're getting into December, Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas season.
Christmas.
Wow, I can't believe we're already through November. Like, I feel like it just kind of flew by in the blink of an eye, and I'm not even kidding when I say that.
Yeah, it's it's been a wild
Month.
month
Well,
to
not
say
as
the least.
wild as October. October was kind of shit for me, but this month was actually pretty good, and I'm really happy that life is looking up again for me, and of course for you too, Daishro.
Yeah,
And I hope life is looking up to for everybody else, and I hope everybody had a really good weekend. I had a really good weekend myself. Um, just did a lot of I did a lot of relaxing this weekend. I did a lot of sleeping this weekend, but you know what? Sometimes you need to just relax, unwind, catch up on some sleep, do what you want to do what you love, that kind of thing.
pet your cats.
Pet your cats, kiss a I don't know, kiss something.
Kiss your cat. Go. Mwah.
Yeah, till you freaking smell their ass and it stinks.
like, like you wake up and it's just
It's
like,
just like, oh,
oh, oh, God.
that
like,
happened to me. I think a couple days ago. That happened to me. I took a nap and I had my cat on in my bed. I woke up like 3 hours later and her freaking butt was in my face. I'm like, what?
good thing it didn't fart on you.
Oh. Anyways, again, I hope everybody had a really good November and a really good weekend. And thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. Just relax, get a snack, get a drink, kiss a guy, kiss a girl, do what you gotta do. All right, so let's jump into this. So we are on episode 3 of The Breakdown, and we are back with another HDC album called The Razor's Edge. Now, we just recently listened to this, like what, a week and a half ago?
Yes.
Um, so this album dropped in 1990. Now, I believe this album did not have Malcolm because Malcolm had
Mhm.
checked into rehab.
Yeah. Um, it's like it just feels so weird. Like we talked about this with the Billy Talent stuff and stuff like that. Like it feels so weird that when you change out like a member or you have a member like checking into rehab and all that stuff like that, it just feels kind of different.
Yeah.
And without Malcolm on in the group and so that it's just like it just feels like okay, uh, but it's business as usual.
Yeah, they ended up replacing him with his I believe it was his nephew, Stevie,
Hmm. Hmm.
who actually also played on the Power Up album, which just came out 2 years ago. Because Malcolm had passed away, they needed a backup rhythm guitarist, and they brought Stevie in. So,
Hmm.
um, you really couldn't tell the difference on stage, to be honest with you. And I heard this in a biography, like documentary thing that I saw on TV about AC/DC when they went on tour for the Razor's Edge. They had brought him along, and they were like, you really couldn't tell the difference at all.
Yeah.
You could not tell the difference. It literally looked as if Malcolm was on stage. So like that was kind of cool. Um, so it all in all, it worked out. This album was fucking straight fire. Like this album was good. Um, so there are 12 tracks on this album, and so if you guys are not familiar with the Breakdown series, first of all, number one, you should probably go check out the first two episodes we did. We've covered Black and Black, which was an AC/DC album that dropped in 1980 following the death of Bon Scott. And then we also covered Billy Talent 3, which came out in 2009. And if y'all know my history of Billy Talent 3, I am a freaking piece of shit for that because it is a really good album. So if you guys haven't checked out the first two episodes of The Breakdown, please, 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 please go check them out. They're fucking amazing. You will not be disappointed. So for those of you who are not familiar with how these episodes work, we take an album, we break it down track by track, whether it's personal meanings or the actual literal song meanings from the artist itself. And after that, we rank each song on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being fucking rock on amazing. And then after we rank all the songs and talk about every song on the album, we rank the album as a whole, on a scale from 1 to 10. So, without further ado, are you ready to get into this?
Yeah, I was about to say, are you ready?
No pun intended. All right,
No pun intended there.
let's get into this. So, track number 1, we start out with a fucking mainstream song, Thunderstruck. Now, everybody knows Thunderstruck.
Great opener, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Now, most of you remember this song from, what, Iron Man 2?
Uh,
Yes, that's, wait,
maybe.
I think yeah, because when I do the freaking song quiz on the AC/DC tournament, I think it's this one and Shoot to Thrill that's on Iron Man 2.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, so Thunderstruck, obviously mainstream song. Everybody hears it on the radio at least fucking once a week. I've already heard it on the radio this week. Probably gonna hear it again. Um, it's it's a classic. It's a classic AC/DC song that shot up in the charts, and like literally everybody knows it. There really isn't much to talk about here with this song.
It's like, but it gets me pumped every time
Yeah,
when I hear it. But I think it was either you or somebody on Reddit that said like it was the act of frightening people. I think it was you that
it
said
might have
something.
been me, yeah, because I screenshotted the meeting from meetings.com and sent it to you.
Yeah. It's the act of fearing people. I was like that doesn't sound right to me, but okay.
When you look at the lyrics, it kind of talks about like having a good time with like, females, like that kind of thing.
You can thunderstruck.
Like one of the lyrics is, and the ladies were too kind. And like that's like, implying.
And well, plus at the time, like Brian wasn't the lyricist. It was just Malcolm and Angus doing the lyrics.
Yeah, and another lyric was I was shaking at the knees. Can I come again, please? Like that's implying like you get the drill. That's classic AC/DC stuff right there.
Yeah, like, oh boy.
So, what would you rank the song?
Oh, solid 10 out of 10 for
Oh,
me.
for fucking sure, yeah. Like if you rank it anything less than that, you're a madman. Oh, all right, so track number 2 is Fire Your Guns. Now, this is a song that I had never heard before, which is a good thing for me because I like hearing new stuff that I haven't heard before.
Mm.
Fire Your Guns was actually a pretty solid song. Now, I don't know, like, what do you think? What were you thinking?
It kind of like was on the level of for those about to rock, we salute you sort of levels. Because it's like, in a
Yeah,
way, but it's like hearing new songs that you haven't heard before. It's like opening fresh eyes.
yeah,
And I had found like a little like meaning behind like it was like a little bit of like tidbit, like a little tidbit of information. So it says Phil Rudd is a competitor shooter, both pistol and rifle. So he was an actual like a competition shooter. Phil Rudd was.
oh wow. So
Yeah.
I just muted myself real quick and I took like a little hit of the song. It's fast. It is a super fast song.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me like
It's
Heat Seeker vibes a little bit.
right. Yeah,
Now,
I can see that.
if you guys haven't heard Heat Seeker, that is from Blow Up Your Video, which came out in 1988, which was the previous album before this. We haven't listened to it yet, but I obviously have heard the song Heat Seeker. It's another fast-paced song. Fire Your Guns kind of gives off Heat Seeker vibes because it's like a really fast-paced song. I don't really have like a personal interpretation for the song for myself,
I
but it's really
really
good.
either. Yeah, like I don't have any personal meaning behind it. But like if I had to give a personal meaning, it's like Fire Against. It's probably like you know with Malcolm and Angus as the lyrics and stuff
You
like that.
you
It's
get the drill, rated
yeah,
R.
radar.
So I gave this song a solid 8.5 out of 10. It is a good song, but it's not going to beat Thunderstruck at this point.
Yeah, it's like I know like a little bit off topic here, but it's like it's like booking a show
Yeah,
for like a wrestling show and stuff like that. It's like you start off high and then you cool the crowd down, and then you go up high and then cool the crowd down. But it's like you don't want to get it too high because then you wear them out, sort of thing.
right.
I would say maybe a solid 8.
Okay. Okay,
Or
that's respectable.
that's respectful.
But yeah, honestly, we're off to a good start with this album. Like I told myself that when we were listening to this together, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a really good album. Track 3, another banger, another mainstream song, Money Talks. Now, man, this was one of my favorite songs growing up as a kid because my dad owns the 1991 Live CD that AC/DC put out. This song was on it. And I remember hearing it as a kid. So, kind of a little fun fact, I heard the live version of this song before I heard the real version. I actually prefer the live version over the real version. But either way, it is a banger song.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Um,
mean, this song kind of like explains itself out, like what it's about. Like money talks. Like,
I had a little there was a little meaning behind it that I looked up
oh,
when we
you
were
found
doing the
one too.
notes. Yeah. It says, excuse me. It says it's about the fact how much money controls us all. It says that money is not all we need.
True, true. Golf clap, golf clap.
I know, right? I know. But
Like
it's
I
like
said, like the song kind of explains itself.
it's like it's like that one saying it's like money can't buy happiness sort of thing.
Money can't buy love.
Yeah, like money like a lot of people today it's like money thinks like people think money solves everything, and it's not. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
It's it gets you even into more problems
Yeah, at
if
some
you keep
point.
it. Yeah, like if you keep that mindset.
In my opinion, if you know how to manage your money and spend it wisely, you should be fine. But like if you overspend, it can cause problems.
Hmm.
There's really not much more to say about this song besides it's an absolute banger. So 10 out of 10.
I would
It's
say
definitely a 10 out of
9.5
10.
for me.
You gave it a 9.5.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'll give it a 10.
No,
Jeez.
you could be honest. You could be honest. Like
Try honest. No, just kidding. I say 9.5 uh only because like we're like 3 tracks in, and it's just like it's kind of like like trying to cool the crowd down, and then you get in on like another high sort of thing. So, and plus like on this album there was like I think like 3 or 4 like hit tracks on it. I think that's what oh yeah.
this one had three, I believe, three hit
Yes.
tracks,
Thunderstruck, Money Talks, and then Are You Ready, I believe.
which we will get to in a little bit.
Yes.
So you said 9.5, I said a 10. Now, if this was the live version, it'd be a solid 11 out of 10. It is fucking awesome. Like, freaking 5-year-old me remembers the live version like the back of my hand, and I absolutely love it. Um,
Just go, woo!
I remember being like on my way to the res because my dad smokes cigarettes. I'd be on my way to the res with my dad. I'd be sitting in the back seat and we'd have that CD in the car, like blasted. Oh my god! Like I remember just like yesterday, it had Thunderstruck, it had Who Made Who, Heat Seeker, Money Talks. Like it had a whole bunch of good songs, and it's just like amazing. Oh, we're
Right.
gonna have to listen to that. Like just on our own time, we're gonna have to listen to that sometime. All right, so
Yeah.
track 4 is the title track, "The Razor's Edge." This is another song I had never heard of before. Again, which is always a good thing. I like listening to new stuff. Um, This one was actually pretty good. It's definitely a different style for AC/DC, even though it kind of gives me House of Jazz kind of vibes. Like it's a little slow.
Right.
Like it gives me like Halloween vibes a little bit. Like when I get to the main chorus, like it's like very spooky, like kind of thing. Like the razor's edge. Like, oh my god. Now, did you
It's
get a meaning for this one?
I did not actually.
Oh, why didn't you tell me before? Okay, I'm kidding.
I okay. To be honest, I completely forgot to write it down.
Mr. Dystro, I
For
shall
for
devote you 1 penny.
what penny?
It's
But
okay.
I for real like I forgot to like write it down for like the song meaning and stuff that I completely like just forgot it existed. I forgot. That's like I felt
Oh
so
my
bad.
god.
I feel
That
so
song is
bad.
really good. What do you think about the song?
Like you said, it gives it like kind of like a spooky sort of vibe. Um, but it's like it sounds okay. It sounds like it's a like a horror title. The Razor's Edge, rated
So
R, certain thing.
I'm looking at what people have been saying online about this song. Some people are using it as like you could apply it to a grand final video game or something, like the grand finale, like the final battle.
Oh,
Some people
okay,
are saying
gotcha.
it has to do with an anti-war song, particularly an anti-nuclear song. Um,
Okay.
like kind of that kind of vibe, like kind of like you could put it in like honestly for this song you can kind of put it in your own interpretation. For
Hmm.
me, it kind of gives off like spooky vibes, like you said. Like it kind of gives off like ending of a video game kind of vibe. Like you're
So,
in like the final battle. Like it's like the fucking the ending to A Way Out. Like when we get to the ending where we're like fighting each other for the freaking gun.
yeah.
Oh my god. So I gave this song an 8 out of 10 just because it's another cool down song. It's
Hmm.
slow. I do like it though. Like honest to god, I do love this song.
I gave I would have given it like a 7.5 maybe.
Okay. That's right about where I'm at. Now, this next song is track number 5, Mistress for Christmas. Now, let
Oh,
me
brother.
tell you,
Here we go. Here we go. Now,
this is my favorite song on this
now
goddamn album.
to let the audience know, this girl right here, she has been saying this to me whenever she listens to this fucking song.
It's so good. I didn't know AC/DC had a fucking Christmas song, and it's like, like it's right around Christmas time. I'm just like,
Oh
yes.
God. Okay. 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 So somebody had put like kind of like a like kind of like a joke meaning to it. It said like somebody had said, "Well, this is ACDC's list to Santa."
Literally.
I'm like, I can see that, but I mean, it's fucking Malcolm and Angus writing the lyrics, so take with that a grain of salt as you will.
Yeah, with this one, we really don't have to explain the meaning. It like the song explains itself.
Yeah, it
Like
explains itself. Yes.
it's so good though. Like when I heard this for the first time, like the opening part where Brian's like talking really low, it's just like, oh, okay. Like
Yeah, like it sounded like his. It's just like his chest, just like, hey. It's just like whoa,
whoa,
hey, whoa,
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 hey,
whoa,
whoa.
whoa,
Like,
whoa, whoa.
are we? Whoa, whoa.
Are we trying to get the fangirls to come out? Like,
God.
oh my god! If you guys know me well enough, I'm a huge Brian Johnson fangirl. I love Brian Johnson. Oh my god! I always mention his look in 1985, denim on denim. Like you can't beat it.
If we're talking like denim on denim here, it reminds me of like when freaking Triple H came back.
Oh
It
yeah.
he had the freaking denim jeans, denim jacket. I'm like, that's denim on denim right there.
So, as y'all can tell, this is literally my favorite song from this album. It's a song I'd never heard before, so like I was kind of excited to hear it. It's obviously a solid 10 out of 10 for me.
It's like I was gonna make a joke, just being like, it's gonna be a low on my scale for me. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be 10 out of 10 for me because it's like I'm probably gonna have to get used to it at some point. And yes, it's kind of like a Christmas song technically, but it's like it says, like this is AC/DC's list to Santa.
I hope they got what they wanted. All right.
Woo!
So we are officially at the halfway point with number six, "Rock Your Heart Out." Now, this song I actually heard before we listened to this album. I
Mhm.
just happened to be looking around on like AC/DC's like YouTube and stuff, and I found this song. I played it. I'm like, oh, okay, I can dig with this. So I started listening to it more. I listened to it a lot over the summer. I really like it. Rock Your Heart Out, I like the way it starts up, like it has like a fast drum rhythm and stuff, and it's like, oh, the opening riff, like that's what gets me. Like do 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 do, like the fucking bass, like it's really good.
Yeah, the bass, man, like holy crap.
It's a really solid song. Did you find a meaning for this one?
Yes, I did actually. It says means to keep rocking, like keep on rocking,
Hell
like
yeah.
rock your heart out sort of thing. So it's like there's like a lot of people that are like saying, rock is dead and all that stuff. They're like, well, not really. It's just the bands that get behind in rock. That's what's dying. That's what's dying.
Yeah,
Because but it's like, if not for like AC/DC, Quiet Riot, like Soundgarden, and
Def
all these
Leppard.
bands, Def Leppard, Led Zeppelin, and all that stuff, like if not all these bands like had made a huge impact on like the world and society as a whole, it's like rock would have been dead long
Yeah,
time ago.
like all these groups have influenced like these upcoming newer groups, like I've been talking
Hmm.
about The Warning a lot lately on this channel because they're fucking amazing. Um, so yeah, Rock Your Heart Out, kind of, once again, it's one of those songs that explains itself. You don't really have to look into it too much. Just keep fucking rocking. Rock's never gonna die unless you fucking believe it's dead.
Yep. That's self-explanatory right there.
So I gave this song a 9 out of 10. It's good. It's not gonna beat It's Just for Christmas or Thunderstruck at this point.
I gave it like at 8.5.
Hey, that's pretty, solid. That's solid. All right, number seven, another hit. Are you ready? I never hear this on the radio, which sucks. But this was SmackDown's theme song for, oh God, 2 or 3 years.
I think that was
Because they just changed it like a month ago.
I think it was like, yeah, I think this was like during like kind of towards like
The
Kofi's
pandemic.
run, kind of like the end of Kofi's run going into the pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah, and they picked a really good song for SmackDown. I wish it still was the theme song for
Are
SmackDown.
you ready?
That's where I first heard it too, because like before that, I'd never heard this song. It's really good. It just gets that good vibe, like, are you ready for a good time? Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like I basically put like in my like my notes and stuff like that. It's just self-explanatory.
It's
It's
asking,
self.
are you ready for a good time?
Are you
Whether
ready?
you want to take that in the clean way or in the the rated R way.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Aegis.
So again, there's really not much to explain with this song. It's self-explanatory. It's a 10 out of 10. Like, it's a fucking banger.
Okay, I'm gonna do like a 9.8.
Damn. That's
It's a
solid.
good it's a good song. It's like, but nothing's gonna be beaten like Thunderstruck and yes, Mistress for Christmas. But like we still have got like 5 songs left and nothing's really beating Thunderstruck or Mistress for Christmas yet. Excuse me. But it's like there's this is what I like about some bands today, and like Billy Talent, AC/DC, and all that stuff. It's like some of these songs, like they'll get you pumped and stuff that, but sometimes there's a deeper meaning behind them, and that's why I like with like a lot of bands today, like like Blink-182, for example, like with Adam's song and all that stuff. It's like yeah, it's like it sounds sad, but there's a deeper meaning behind it. So
Right, right, right. But yeah, jeez. So we have 5 songs to go. We're on track number 8, Got You by the Balls. Now, this one, again, I just had to go back and listen to a quick clip of it. Um, it's not bad. It's actually a pretty decent song. It's not as memorable as like Rock Your Heart Out, but it's still a
mhm.
pretty solid song. What about you? What do you think? And did you get a meaning for this one?
Yes, I did. I always do. Um, so I found this on songmeanings.com. It says, "Life gets you by the balls." That was it.
That's all there is to it. Yeah, life gets you by the balls sometimes. Like life can be fucking pathetic sometimes. Also, so now again, like I said with this song, it's not 100% memorable for me. I don't know if it's just because like I don't know the lyrics didn't stand out to me or something. It is a good song though. I'm not degrading the song at all, but I've kind of had to change my ranking a couple times on this song. Same thing with the next one coming up. So what did you put it for yours? I want to hear what you put your ranking as.
Like you said, it's not memorable. Um, I would say like 6.5, maybe.
Okay, I put mine at a 7, so we're kind of on the same page there.
Yeah.
So number 9, Shot of Love. I actually just listened to this song a little bit before recording this. I love that song. It's got a different sound to it than what we are used to with AC/DC. I don't know if it's just the key that they had the guitar in for that song, like the tune. It's really good. Like it sounds like a classic song. Like I love it. And this is like another song that's kind of self-explanatory. It's rated R, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. We're gonna try to keep it PG 13 here.
Yeah.
If you listen to the lyrics and stuff, that is kind of self-explanatory. Let's
It
be honest.
is. It's a classic AC/DC lyric song like that. Like this song for me, the most memorable part of it isn't so much the lyrics, but the sound. The sound of the guitar. I don't know if it's like I said, if it's just because it's in a different tune or key, like a note. Like it just sounds so good. It sounds raw. Like I love it.
It
Um,
sound like kind of like in a way like that raw sound like with Fly on the Wall and stuff.
yeah, like a little bit. It gives me that kind of vibe, just a little bit. Now, I originally had this ranked at a 9. I'm gonna shoot it up to a 10 because I am kind of addicted to the song right now from The Razor's Edge. It's probably one of my most listened to songs right now from The Razor's Edge. It is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. I can remember this song just because of the fucking sound. I love it.
I'd say like a 9, maybe nine and a
Okay,
half.
that works. That works. That's solid. So, with the next, I believe the next two, we had to get some help from folks on Reddit. So, track 10 is Let's Make It. Now, Let's Make It. We had a hard time finding the meaning for this song online, so I called out for some help from Reddit. Reddit has a subreddit ACDC. You guys should definitely go follow them and check it out. There is so many posts daily on that subreddit. It's probably one of the most busiest subreddits I've ever found when it comes to music. So I had posted this about 4 days ago. So I need y'all's help on this one. Me and my friend are doing a podcast episode breaking down the album The Razor's Edge, which includes the song meanings. Can someone help explain the songs Let's Make It and Goodbye and Good Riddance to Bad Luck? I'll give credit to whoever decides to come forward. Thank you. We had, let's see, we had 2 people come forward with the meanings, and their users are Apple-Scruffy, if I'm
Hmm.
pronouncing that right. And the
Yeah, you're
second one was Stephanie_7789. So please go give them a follow on Reddit and tell them that we sent you. Thank you, both of you, for helping us find the meanings to both of these songs. So, track number 10, Let's Make It. According to Apple-Scruffy, Let's Make It is basically just like another typical AC/DC lyric song about having a good time with a girl.
having a good time, having a good time.
We probably should have like kind of recognized that by the lyrics. So like I guess we kind of just wanted to be precise about this, like we usually are on the show.
Yeah, I had a hard time finding the song meaning behind those two songs and stuff like that. Like I looked everywhere, but kudos to Apple-Scruffy and Steph for helping us out. Like if not for those two, we would have been like just a shot in the dark. No pun intended there. It was just been like a shot in the dark. Like, and we probably would have been like gotten flack for it or something. But kudos to them. Um, yeah, it's basically like any other typical AC/DC song. It's it's about
Rated R.
having a good time. Uh,
Let's Make It is really memorable for its sound as well. Especially Brian's vocals, he hits high notes really well on that song. Like, let's make it. Like, I love that freaking song. It has a good like melody to it.
mhm.
I gave it a 9 out of 10.
I'm the same on that.
Good, we're on the same page. So, number 11, Goodbye and Good Riddance to Bad Luck. Another song we had to find help for. According to Apple-Scruffy, um,
I
Goodbye
can.
and Good Riddance gives me, in terms of the lyrics, the same vibes you'd get from It's a Long Way to the Top, which is a song that is from High Voltage.
Mhm.
Um, Basically laminating a lifestyle that treats you like garbage filled with cheap booze and women. In the second part of the song, it seems like the narrator is going to abandon this kind of life with the lyric, "Well, spread the news, there's a free man loose." He still wants to continue his lifestyle, but maybe on his own terms. So this was in the words of Apple-Scruffy, and then we had Stephanie who came in with this. Good riddance is an expression used when one is pleased that someone or something is leaving or stopping.
Mhm.
A shortened version of this phrase, good riddance to bad rubbish, meaning goodbye and good riddance is said when one is pleased about the end or departure of someone or something. It's a cliche phrase marking the departure of someone or something unwanted. So again, thank you guys for helping us try to figure out the meanings of this song. So for
Mhm.
me, the meaning of this song is kind of like being like, "Oh, thank goodness, goodbye. Like you are a piece of shit." Like, and actually, I can kind of relate to this. So I'm probably going to bump this song up a little bit on the ranking. Um, like get out of here. Like goodbye. Thank God you're out of my life. Like that kind of thing. Like kind of like a fuck you song.
Like the goodbye and good riddance to bad luck thing. This is my interpretation of it. This is just my interpretation. Like it's basically like you said, like getting rid of like the bad stuff out of your life, but also getting rid of the bad choices that you make in life, sort of thing. So it's like but it's like basically like you wanted to turn your life around, but you have to take the steps to get there. And
Right.
you gotta have the help and friends, family, and loved ones, like coworkers, anybody to get to that next step to get rid of that bad luck.
Right.
That's just my interpretation of it, but kudos to Apple, Scruffy, and
Steph.
Steph. So kudos to you. I tip my hat to you.
Yeah. So because like now that we've kind of looked into the song meaning more, I'm gonna have to bump the song up a little bit. I had it originally at a 7. I'm gonna bump it up to an 8. I'm gonna have to go listen to the song at least once more again, just so I can like kind of like picture the meaning while I'm listening. Since we know the meaning now, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 just because I can kind of relate to it in my situation right now that I'm going.
Yeah, I'm the same on you. Same with you on that.
8.
Yeah. Hey.
All right, we are on the final track, the closing track, If You Dare. Now, this might spark some controversy, but I'm not like on board with this song. Like it's
It
not like it's a closing track, yeah, but it's not a good like a on top like over the top like closing track. It's good, but it's not like over the
it's
top.
it's like the exact same thing with Billy Town 3.
Yeah,
If you think about it,
the
it's like you
definition
could
of destiny.
yeah, it's like you could have switched that one song with another one. If you had to switch this song with another one, what would you have switched it with?
Oh man, like with a song from this album,
Yeah,
my closing song probably would have been like "Let's Make It,"
I would have. Okay, this is just. I would
or
have just
maybe "The
switched.
Razor's Edge,"
Okay,
and like pull like a For Those About to Rock kind of. Well, not For Those About to Rock. What the fuck album am I thinking of? Which album had the fucking title track as the closing song? Oh, I'm thinking Billy Talent, Dead Silence. I would have pulled like a Dead Silence kind of thing and put the fucking title track at the end.
I. This is just me. I would have just switched "If You Dare" with "Goodbye and Good Riddance to Bad Luck."
You know
Just
what? That'd be kind of good too. Like,
like I would just been like, it's like it's a good like there's a good opening with freaking Thunderstruck, and then you have the closer. It's just goodbye, good riddance to bad luck. That would have been epic.
so
Um,
did you find a meaning for "If You Dare"?
yes, I did. Well, you think I didn't come prepared? Yeah, I
I
can.
don't know.
I will. I mean, Razor's Edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one, it has kind of like a deep kind of meaning to it, I guess. It says it says from songsmeaning.com. Go check them out, by the way. It says Angus' love interest encouraged to let herself go, step out from the bonds that have been holding her back all these years.
Wow. That is deep.
So it's like it to me. It sounds like her past trauma was is still having a hold over her, and she's got to break away from those bonds and let herself go and be free to live the life that she wants with Angus.
Oh my god. Poor Angus, like a little 5'2" looking little bastard. He doesn't deserve
With
to be heartbroken.
with a schoolboy outfit on.
He's so fucking cute. Like just because he's so like his sheer height. Like I'm taller than Angus, which is funny as hell. I'm 5'3". So like just like the sheer size, like oh, like I just want to give him a hug. Um, man, that song actually kind of like makes me want to go listen to it again now. Like just from hearing the meaning, like okay. So for now, I'm gonna give it a 7, just because I don't like. It's not memorable for me at this time.
I would have given it maybe like 6.5.
Okay, that's pretty respectable, you know. So we have reached the end of the Razor's Edge. It is time to rank the album overall. Dayshow, what did you think about this album? What is your overall ranking?
Okay, so since there is three hit tracks on here with Thunderstruck, Money Talks, I would say four. Okay, Thunderstruck, Money Talks, Mistress for Christmas, and Are You Ready? If it was just those four tracks, like kind of like alone, I would have given it like maybe a 9 or something like that. But it's not gonna be like the Back in Black kind of levels that we had. Like it was like a solid like 10 out of 10 or like a 9 out of 10 for that.
I don't even remember what I gave Back in Black, to be
I
honest.
think you gave it like a 9 and a
I
half
think it might
maybe.
have been like an 8.5 because I had
Maybe.
some songs that I hadn't heard at the time, which I have listened to now, but they weren't like standout songs to me.
Right.
So you're giving this what, a 9?
Oh no, not really. I'm giving it maybe like a 7.
A
It's
7 out of
memorable.
10?
It's memorable, but it's only memorable for those like 4 songs.
Ouch.
That's what that. Hey, sorry,
Ouch. Oof.
sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. No, actually, I'm actually joking. I'm giving it like an 8.5. It's a very
Okay.
solid album. It's a very
Ouch.
solid album.
It still hurts. I'm giving this a 9.2 because right now on my list of AC/DC albums that we've listened to, this is my number two favorite. Um, I
Is it just
love
because
this
of Mistress
album.
for Christmas?
No, it's not just because of that. I have a lot of favorite songs on this album. I'm counting right now as we speak. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I've got like 9 good songs on this album out of 12, and it's just fucking banger. I love it. When I heard this song, it literally like pumped me up. Like my fucking heart was like racing the whole time we were listening to this album, right to the very end. And like I heard songs that I had never heard before, like Fire Your Guns, Mistress for Christmas, Got You by the Balls, Shot of Love, Let's Make It, and then the last two, Goodbye and Good Riddance, and If You Dare. I love being introduced to new music, especially from good bands like AC/DC. And this album just brought so much joy to me. Like it literally made me feel like a kid again. Like a kid on Christmas. No pun intended. Um like it made me feel like a kid on Christmas, getting new stuff, like, listening to new music, like that kind of comparison. Like I loved it. I was so like thrilled to hear this album. And I'm so glad we listened to it together.
Yeah. I mean, it beats Rocker Bus.
Oh, for fucking sure.
Because that album was
Yikes.
just hotboxed. It was
There was
hotbox
some good songs
trash.
on there,
There was like
but
maybe 4.
4 or 5, yeah. We're gonna have to do an
It's
episode on that. That's gonna be a really good one.
yeah, it's like you're just gonna be like, yeah, and like there's like all these deep meanings and stuff. That's like, but when we get to the overall and stuff of that, it's like, yeah, it was like absolutely
Ass.
like doo doo.
So you're giving this album a 8.5
I
or
I would say
8.8,
like 8.8. Yeah, like
and I'm giving it a 9.2.
yeah.
This album
So,
was solid, and we encourage you guys to listen to this album on your own time. It is on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, basically anywhere. I actually have the CD, thanks to Dystro. Um,
mhm.
so I might take a spin of that again later. So yeah, we definitely encourage you guys to go listen to that album. It is fucking awesome. So that is episode 3 of the breakdown. What is your favorite track from Razor's Edge? If you guys have already listened to it, let us know in the comments or even on Reddit. Let's talk. All right, so this episode was longer than it probably should have been, but it's okay because breakdown episodes tend to be a little bit longer than our usual ones. So we have 2
Yeah.
things left to discuss before we end tonight's episode. One being our next episode, which is going to be Thursday. We are going to continue with nostalgia days, toy days. So what we're going to be doing is talking about any and all toys that we grew up playing with, or even toys that we wanted as kids and we got.
Thanks, Mom.
I figured it'd be like the perfect time to do this because we're doing this episode on December 1st, which is like the official start of Christmas season. So why not do it now? Like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. Gonna be nostalgic as we're trying to, get out there. So if you guys are interested in hearing that on Thursday, be sure to tune in. And I have song of the night. So my song of the night, it's not gonna be ACC tonight. I know. Boo, hiss, get out the fuck off the episode. I know what you're thinking. So I have kind of been on a new metal kick lately, and I've kind of been like exploring with like a lot of the WWE themes from the pay-per-views from like 2000s. So I am gonna go ahead and do Stronger by Trust Company. This was the theme song for the Backlash 2005 pay-per-view, and Triple H was on the cover of that poster. This song I can kind of relate to right now because I have a complete dickhead in my life, and I am just like done. Like, get out of my life. Like, I don't even care if he leaves. Um, so yeah, Stronger, Trust Company. It is a really good song, really heavy song. It screams 2000s. It screams that kind of era, not only for just life, but for wrestling too, if you're a wrestling fan, like me and Dystro here. So if
Mm.
you guys are interested in hearing Trust Company's Stronger, be sure to click at the top right hand corner of the video when the link pops up. Should be towards the end of this episode. So yeah, that's it. If you guys stuck around to the very end, we greatly appreciate your support. As usual, be sure to go follow us on social media by clicking on the link in the description below, which will take you to our link tree, which has everything there that you guys need, such as Reddit, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Dystro's gaming YouTube channel, which, by the way, is at, I believe, 90 subscribers now.
Yes.
So we
10
are
away.
10 subscribers away from hitting Dystro's 100 subscriber goal. So please, please, please go check out his channel. He just uploaded some YouTube shorts earlier today. One was with me, actually, playing A Way Out.
Yes. Yeah, that game's been freaking right and a half.
I love that game so much. We're gonna do an episode talking about that. But yeah, be sure to go subscribe to Dystro. Be sure to go follow the ACDC subreddit. And be sure to go follow those two Reddit users that I had mentioned. Maybe I will put their accounts in the description below if you guys want to go give them a follow and tell them that we sent you there. All right, so be sure to listen to tonight's song of the night. Thank you guys for listening, and we will catch you guys this Thursday. Peace.
Peace.